Hello, hello, hello. We have a new chapter of Dr. Stone 170. So, we kind of confirmed our suspicions of how this whole insane arrangement will go last chapter. A bunch of the Kingdom of Science are staying behind with the Americans to forge Corn City. Their goal is to revive 1 million people and create an unprecedented source of fuel and labor energy here in the Stone World. Meanwhile, Senkyu and a few of the others are taking Zeno's boat and Zeno on a trip to South America to make, I believe, a super alloy. Someone pointed out in the comments that is their goal there. And to investigate the origin of the original petrifying pulse that encompassed the world. Yeah, cool. All right, that's a pretty clean setup. That's nice, clean setup. Lots of mysteries still, of course. We discussed last chapter about this coincidence that everyone kind of popped out of petrification at the same time. And there was good explanations in the comments that I knew at some point that I had considered this, that it's just the rate at which mental energy de-petrifies things from the way out. So that might not need plot explanation, but of course still many other mysteries abound with Y-Man and the origin of the petrification devices and everyone's motivations and intents in doing these sorts of things. Anyways, okay, so going down the river in their boat, very American, very Tom Sawyer-esque. It's lovely, charming, romantic. You mean to tell me when we're fleeing this tiny boat, the ultimate sniper, that is to say, dear Stanley Snyder, will have his full arsenal and combat elites and will pursue us with our own aircraft carrier? Yeah, that's what it comes down to, right? Now, they don't have a plane. I was about to say they don't have a plan, but there's their plan right there. They don't have a plane, but this is still a pretty tense situation to have the fully equipped Perseus. Can we win against them? That's right, we'll be evading Stanley's vicious pursuit as we make for our next destination. And this chapter is called Staring Up at the Same Moon, which to me has always been an extremely romantic idea. The fact that all throughout history, in every civilization, for every species even, in human things, apes, whales, birds, we all looked up at the same moon. The same moon this whole time. Isn't that mind-blowing when you think about it? This part of our visual landscape, this thing that we're all so intimately familiar with, that we've noted on occasion, that we discuss, that we have maybe folkloric belief about, that we have some scientific knowledge about, all of these things that we understand about it as if it was some phenomenon like fire or trees or food. It has that level of universality, and yet it is one specific, distinct thing that we can just look at with our eyes. That is the moon. Isn't the moon freaking crazy? Okay, let's move on. So here, the assault crew led by Stanley are gearing up the Perseus to go on pursuit. They're being a little rough with the Kingdom of Silence people. Hino's the only one missing. Ooh, Matsukaze down. That's right, he got shot during the whole scuffle by Stanley. Stick him in the med bay. Oh, very interesting. This is just getting more and more complex. Matsukaze now coming along with the Stanley crew as either a hostage or just literal dead weight. But I'm sure this will lead to a lot of twists and conflicts in the future. And just consider the dynamic of Stanley and Matsukaze, that they're both extremely highly trained, extremely skilled warriors whose purpose in achieving those levels of excellence was in servitude of someone else. For Matsukaze, his long dead master who looks like Jinro. For Stanley, the American army, this gigantic evil institution. Both of them, where you start to wonder, like, where does their real personality emerge? Where, if anywhere, do they have their own personal ambitions and their own agency? I think there could be a very interesting connection between these characters. Okay. So I thought we'd have a whole thing, of this running and fleeing and skirmishes and snipers, but maybe things are going to advance in a very different direction. So here we see way down in the hull of the Perseus, Ginro, Haydn. I hit, but everyone was gone, so I didn't know what to do. I was so bored. What is now the enemy ship? You plan to infiltrate and spy on them to learn valuable information. Did you not? Oh, Matsukaze, you're so unfortunate. Okay, Matsukaze still at death's door. That part wasn't a trick. The fact that he gave up on walking, maybe that was intentional, to know that he would be captured like this and look for Ginro. But he is very, very much hurt. Okay, and the Perseus is starting up. The Dr. Zeno retrieval tour is kicking off. Who is singing? Surely not Stanley is singing. Oh, this person, yeah. Everyone else is suffering because of her singing. Oh, they do have planes. Oh, very interesting. So I guess they repaired the 2 dueling planes from before. They've also outfitted the Perseus with machine guns and a turret on top of the command bridge. But that must have taken quite a lot of time. So they're definitely behind now. Okay. Stanley, Zeno. We even know where those science kids are headed. Let's just ask the enemies. Do we have that wannabe samurai Matsukaze aboard? Okay, nice picture. Nice picture to to cross the language barrier. Are we gonna see torture? What? No, that would be very fitting because it's the American Army character. I'm sorry, I just can't help myself. It'd be very fitting if they tortured someone. Do what you will to me. No matter what methods you employ, I, Matsukaze, shall never betray my lord's friends by revealing their destination. Okay. Ginro gonna step it up for his vassal. Save his samurai. Come on. You can do it. I don't know what he can do, though. What can he do that doesn't just result like 5 other guns all fire at him simultaneously? That's it. That's what he can do. Wow. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Now, that's that's what it took, huh? Matsukaze's face there. Everyone's face on this page is just so... Alright, they're going to South America. I mean, isn't it just the same to lie and say, oh, they're going to Russia? Right? Like, I guess maybe Russia is too obvious a lie. Because they'd be like, well, why wouldn't they go to Russia first before coming to America? And saying, like, I don't know, they know what direction they're headed. They know they're going south. Yeah, I guess. I mean, so much so that I think, like, Stanley should have already guessed that they're going to South America. Like, where else could they go, realistically? You can't get over... You'd have to go and take the Panama Canal to get into the Atlantic Ocean and then start sailing to Europe? The Panama Canal, that's where they're headed. Alright. Assuming there's even anything left after thousands of years, tell me, Senku. Ooh, a 2-page spread of Dr. Zeno. Do you believe it belongs to the one on the moon? So I guess they've been chatting. I guess Senku has gotten him up to speed, or has Dr. Zeno independently been contacted by and verified the location of Y-Man. Oh, I still can't believe they're going to the moon. That's so friggin' sweet. It's... Damn, I love this series. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the first discussion of the moon, yeah. Top 2 scientists of the New World are united, able to combine our intellects so we could acquire the hypertech weapon all for ourselves. Like, I give a crap about keeping it for myself. 2 of us will surely crack the secrets behind the Petra beam and the moon. Okay. They're heading out. They're being pursued. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is very exciting. Sure, we got time now. So let's you and me, mentor and mentee, exchange everything we know so far. Very well, because science is elegant. Ooh, this is hype. Again, just think about how crazy this series is. That the moment I'm really hyped for is just 2 gigantic nerds sitting down and talking. But I'm really curious what stuff Dr. Zeno has figured out that Senku hasn't, and how they're going to like negotiate the sharing of information. Are they really just going to freely exchange everything they know so far? Or is it going to be a little more nuanced, where as soon as they perceive that there's something unknown on the other side, they skirt around it to keep that upper hand? In the background, we got a whole bunch of equations. Let's see what I recognize here. We got some power equals momentum times velocity equals energy over some distance times velocity. Sure, we got some differential equations about energy, resistance, and wattage, I think. Over here, I see some really crazy thing. Taking the integral of e to the minus dx times dx, all of that's square rooted. I don't know what the heck that is supposed to calculate. Calculating an angle phi down here, some formula summing n from negative infinity to infinity, the area of something. This looks like calculus. I don't know, there's a lot. I don't know how they chose these. It's a nice aesthetic though. Alright, let's look forward to the next chapter next week. I'll join you then.